everyone, and welcome back to the next lesson in our Procreate for Beginners series. In this video, we are going to explore two incredibly powerful tools in Procreate, the Selection tool and the Transform tool. These tools are essential for refining your artwork and making precise adjustments. So let's jump in. The Selection tool in Procreate lets you isolate specific parts of your artwork so you can make changes without affecting the rest. To access it, tap the S-shaped icon at the top of the screen. There are 4 modes to choose from here. Automatic. You're going to tap this to select areas based on color. So for example, if I tap this here, it will select the color that I've tapped. The next option is the Freehand option. This is the one that I use the most. Simply trace anything in a freehand manner like so in order to move it, adjust it, etc. You can use your finger or your Apple Pencil. The next option is the rectangle option over here, and this basically just will select rectangle selections as you go along. And then the ellipse option over here. The last option is the ellipse option, like so. Okay, I'm going to undo that. Okay, so let's go, for argument's sake, to the freehand, my most used option here. And I'm going to select this little heart here. You just simply outline it. And once you've made this selection, you'll see a dotted line around the area. From here, you can modify it using the add, remove, or invert options at the bottom of the screen. If you have a look here, we've got add, which it then adds the color, remove, invert, reverses the entire image, copy paste, which will then copy and paste that edited layer onto a new layer. Or lastly, colorful. So let me go back, select that again, and we can say colorful and add. There we go. You can now use the Transform tool. You can access the Transform tool by clicking on the arrow icon here at the top of the screen. You can see once I've done that, it puts a geometric shape around the selected element. And then now with this tool, you can now move the item to wherever you want it to be. You can resize it by dragging it out from the corner, or you can rotate it by dragging the little green dot around. So I'm going to move this over here like so. In the option panel at the bottom, you'll see it's got freeform, which is basically, if I select freeform, it's going to not maintain the aspect ratio. So you'll see perspective changes quite drastically when you use that, and that can be quite nice for certain kinds of graphics or illustration ideas. I tend to stick to uniform. There's also Distort, which once again also can change that shape quite drastically, as well as Warp, which gives you a map or a grid that you can play around with in order to adjust the shape as you would like to. Once again, I'm going to undo that. Let's go back. Okay, another option you have when using the Transform tool is by selecting snapping, and you'll see there are 2 options in that menu, magnetics and snapping. Basically, by selecting these, you're going to ensure that your transformation stays straight or maintains perfect angles, and it also helps align your selection with other elements on the canvas. So as you can see, if I move it around, we have a whole lot of horizontal, vertical, and diagonal lines, rulers, guidelines that pop up that will help you place it in the right position. Okay, let's bring it all together with a practical example. I'm going to use my Selection tool, the Freehand option, to isolate this daisy. So I'm simply going to trace around the edge of the daisy here. What I want to do is create maybe a repeated daisy so that we have 3 flowers in this flower pot, like so. So once I've done that, there we go, traced the outline, have my dotted line, and I'm going to select copy paste. And if I go to my layers over here, you'll see that it has copied and pasted that daisy. So I have a second daisy completely covering the first daisy. I'm then going to go to my transform tool, and now I can resize that second daisy. I've still got snapping and magnetics on. For this purpose, I'm going to remove that, uncheck that. And then I'm going to tilt my daisy, and I think I might move this daisy to behind that pot. So what I'm going to do is select that layer, hold it down and drag it beneath the flower pot layer. What I'm not so happy with here is the fact that it gets cut off. So I think I'm going to erase some of the flower pot. I'm going to just reduce my eraser size. And I think I'm actually going to move this second daisy down a little bit. And erase a little bit more of that here. And then I'm going to repeat the same process for my third daisy. Let's go to my original image, get my selection tool. And I actually think I might erase one of the leaves here. So I'm going to use my eraser tool, and I'm going to erase that. This one sort of comes towards the front. Once again, I think I will have to make it a bit smaller. Maybe this one I'll bring to the front. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, that's quite cute. Like so. And that's it for lesson 4 of our Procreate for Beginners series. You now know how to use the selection and transform tools to isolate, adjust, and enhance your artwork. Practice these techniques and you'll find endless ways to refine your creative process. In the next lesson, we'll explore how to use masks and clipping masks to add detail and precision to your art. Don't forget to share your progress with me on Patreon or social media. I'd love to see your creations. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next lesson.